What is the pathfinding decision here? Follow the road all the way back to Ogden? The road gets blocked. Half the path around.
Hammer and anvil!
Run through the woods. Get into the field. Connect to the road again. guess that does work. I guess that does work.
They've burned it all!
And following the main road goes all the way to the shop.
No challenge! Feel my wrath! No mana.
That's latency. Bugging around, I guess I'm like that. Why the fuck you like it now? You were perfectly fine fucking 5 seconds ago. Ow. And I want you. I need you. So, you get to the blacksmith and walking down the road of the village, which has now been designed as an open-air building. And then you walk opposite, following the path of burning.
Dodge this!
Yep, I guess so.
Right won't thank you.
You bastard! Face me! Death is not revenge enough for what you've done. I've nowhere to keep that.
Oh.
Molten blast will explode and place pressure on projectile. Hold down the button for perfect strike of the charger.
I think we're just sticking along slime. Latency sucking crazy, they just keep flickering. And I wonder it's rattling around. I want it. I need it. I want it. I see that one. And you won't belong. Oh, I am. I see it. Black braid. $33. It's pretty average. Yickety. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you can get by with that. Go this way. And then figure out a leeching situation. Possible bird motion. And then bloodletting.
This is not the place for violence.
Raging Cry, Tireless. Raging Cry, Tireless. Enraged War Cry. No, I can use it using the endurance charges. So what do I want? echoing cry? That's if I want to rage outcry, alright. Exposure, elemental exposure. This is a form of burn. That'll work up to a point. Not what I need. Bum 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 bum. Empowering my main attacks, doing more damage to them if I have the man. Making them feel something good. Magnified area. That's the only thing I think of. I think that's really bad as a wick. That was an echo to increase the rage factor, but we're not quite there yet. That's for seismic. Seismic gets echoing. Whose face haven't I broken? 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 Whose face haven't I broken?
Back down! Wake!
I have ideas of mashing that together with Leap Strike. First, I have to get a piece of equipment. Going on. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go towards the direction of this. I'm going to go in the direction of beef. And by going in the direction of beef, I'm going to open myself up to getting things like polished iron. Because this scales off of strength. The more strength stacking, the better.
Hammer and anvil. Cower.
I think the blood clots are the new Pathfinder. It would appear that I'm correct.
Geonor must be made to answer for his crimes. Your fight ends here.
I imagine if you really wanted to be nasty about it, there's a world where the ritualist is probably able to utilize these trees really strong for a plague build. Because that extra ring slot would make a very significant difference. First, I want to try it with the Titan. No, nothing is sacred.
Dodge this!
This journal has no specials. Once I have skill, I'm good with one of these. Yeah, go inside. Probably gonna lose up, just break them down. Yes, how sweet it is. Yes. Oh, how I like something. Yes, the way I come and listen. How you do have fun. If I you can. How you sing. And how you know what I always say very well.
Outsiders can never understand the Israelite struggle. Our folklore goes back to the very winter of the world.
Beef.
Horrific! They're insane!
This interloper has the power we need.
This time. I'll take your ass this self.
You are nothing but a tyrant! Easy prey. Oriana! Open the cage! Release the beast! Give me what you promised!
I think not.
Why is the audio broken?
You manipulative whore! How dare you abandon me?
They're all I've given you.
Chilling frost. Your pulse quickens. The eternal impure.
Boink,
With bloodlust empowered.
boink,
Our Ezreal endured.
boink,
Soon all were devoured.
boink,
In unending
boink,
death waited at the door. Then
boink.
hour by hour, men fell as summer sun. Desolate.
How sweet it is. How sweet it is. Get broken, bitch. How sweet it is. Get broken. How sweet it is. Get broken. How sweet it is. 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 You are. You are. And how you are. I think the first piece of equipment I'm going to have to upgrade is the boot. I think that's pure, clear, and foremost. Like armor boots straight up.
We can.
Seems shadows will dispel. Be careful.
Don't repair boots the next set.
The Countess has escaped with the...
The Countess is running like a bitch. She's trying very desperately to get away. Must not let her. Quickly, snatch her weave.
The culture of warriors. The toughest.
Anything in hand-me-downs. It's gonna have to probably be body armor and boots. 43 here. Nope, we're gonna have to craft one. First, there'll be this ass.
Destruction! I need more time. Just remove.
1.5-second delay, 50% less delay. Increased magnitudes. Continue doom. Which is curse, damage, chaos, correct. Quantified, pain. Unstunned delay. 1.5. 1.5 to 7.5. Okay. And then we increase the size magnitude. Mm. I think it's Leap Slam. Yeah. Leap Slam, because it can't be Shield Wall. Shield Wall is basically a shield damage. Cannot Vault in Fissure, because I don't want to do fire. I want to do physical bleeding poison. So it can't be Earth Shattered either. Probably Leap Slam at 7. Sunder at 9. Fortifying Cry. Well, no, actually it can't be Fortifying Cry, because that's actually a damage writer for the shield. So it has to be Seismic Cry at 11. And Stampede 11. It'd be funny to see what happens with Forge Hammer, because Forge Hammer is still possible. That's my only ranged tool until Hammer of the Gods. And I don't think it's Ancestral Warrior. You go for a fusion. That's possible. You can go for a fusion, utilizing Armor Break and Fire damage to an Ancestral Warcry. Since I'm always going to have permanent red charge uptime. That'd have to be igniting enemies. I doubt it'd be Bone Shatter. Bone Shatter is not fun. Itchy. And set a deletion to section. That's the question is. Cool. Trying to find the playoff stages and they're not coming up. Am I just using jazz? I guess. Better than nothing. Click. Okay. Chests. Garbage we have. I heard the name. What?
I'm gonna give you a little thing of hand sanitizer for her, and then also she needs ice.
I need to go get a shoe. It's got to be a strength base. House with rails. House with rails. We are at 42, 66, 42, with a open opportunity for a head replacement and opportunities for ring replacements and boot replacements. We do not have any transitional items that can last at this current moment, and my best choice to be able to make operative use of any of the runic skills is to get a chest and to get a boot. Gold Run stays on. Facebreaker is mandatory. Meganords can be changed out once it's time to replace the extra strength and extra cold resist with an actual belt. So it's double rings, boots, and chest. And I doubt you can put the belts on the anvil. Nope. Nope. Random rooms. We have nothing but evasion range chests.
So, we mark the trail. Fight to the last.
What could they need so much metal for?
Punch. Notes in there yet. hit ignites the target. Rage, 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 rage. Not that one. Rage, 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 rage. To the maximum rage, to the maximum rage. Rage when hit by enemy. One rage on melee hit. Is it all cry? Chances to aggravate on targets you hit with empowered attacks. Empowered attacks deal more. Gain damage equal to accuracy equal to strength. Unbreaking for ailment. The dark charge will hit heavy stun. This is two-handed, two-handed, two-handed. Holy strike. Stun build up, stun build up. Damage on the whole life. Jagged. Aggravation and jagged. Damage is lucky against any stun. The broken clicks on fire. Melee critical, melee critical, melee damage, melee damage. Melee damage in full life. Damage while leeching. Attack speed while leeching. Armor evasion while leeching. Leech life. Less exists and less quickly. Cannot recover life but from leech. Life leech effects are not removed. Numbers of life gets filled. Activation. Leech general. Armor duration. Attack area. Detonator effects. Leech down here for glorying. Over here for Vicentillism. They took the damage off this. Man. Ew. That is so gay. It is so gay. It is so gay, man. Homosexual. It is so gay. Gay. It's a day. I don't think we're coming down here to this magnitude. So it's going to be more around this area. Which probably means more something like this movement. As well as picking up exposed wounds. No methods. Knockback distance. This is two hands. This is one hand. And this way, I don't think this build can make utilization of Surrounded. Adrenaline Rush. Battering. Leeching Power. Will remove the damage to Leech. Might have to make use of something that's going to give me extra armor. It might have to be Sundered. I'm definitely going to find it. Is it a crime? It's probably going to be a Jules socket until I can pick up something much more guaranteed for Rage. But more than likely it's going to be Rage on hit and a Duel.
The miners. What happened?
They ate ass. This is what happens when you eat ass.
What was inside must be worth burning. I need more time.
Why are you still not open? There. How was that wolf hiding? Anyways. I can go over, left, up, or down. For now, we're gonna go up. This is a Titan, which means Shattering Blow. And on the way to Shattering Blow, Battle Fever.
Fear will best you. Hammer and anvil.
Come on.
You'll find the answer.
Come on.
Flesh and bone. I'm not ready.
One 1,000 praises, my friend. That's America's chest. Let's see what's on it first. Garbage. That's what's on it. What's on it is garbage.
Need something? No need to rush.
No, there's a need. Boy, is there a need. terms of protection, I can put on some charms. You can have knock on who's chosen for rage. I can do lightning.
Don't understand the fight.
This.
You have your orders.
I did, but then. Think carefully.
America Cross.
I am fond of that.
No. Debatable. No.
That holds power.
You.
I smile.
Ew.
See that.
I don't really have any trash items to throw away on it. This is melee weapons? Yeah. Okay.
Don't understand fight.
Okay. That was very lucky. Extremely lucky, even. Return. Possible. Not really. Why might not have a choice? Slightly better. No. No. Maybe.
I trust you appreciate that.
Okay. Let's not run out of gambles. Movement, lightning. Lightning, resistance. Take this. Pray! 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 Not bad. To socket or not to socket? To socket or not to socket? Like, I have to get new rings, but I don't know if I can roll them well. This is the problem. Did they make a fucking jazz version of Jason Mraz? They did. They made a jazz version of Jason Mraz. Oh, wow. I know much is true. It's definitely not time to let go of Don't Shatter. No. Two. 22, 79, 45. powerful weapon. Can't use that because I don't have it. Armor. Every 4 seconds, gain guard equal to 20% of maximum runic core for 2 seconds. That can help. Attacks break armor. Additional combo. There's people sprinting. Rage melee, quarterstaff and spear. One hand mace, 2 hand mace, talisman. Add fire damage and rare life. Increase resistance. Which is great for leveling. Alright, resistance. Gaining life per amount of attacks. And then here, increase lore generation. Switch to this in the in-game. For now, I think we don't. Dudes. Bleed would be better. But I don't have bleed. On town. There we go. Perfect. Exactly the thing that I said it was when I crafted it. This means I can drop rage. And now pause. This is going to gain a partial of an ward. It's not going to be used all the time. Bow shave for purposes. Impact shockwave for purposes. Earthquake for purposes. Ephemeral cry for purposes. More banner doing more banner things. 2 of these. Magnified, prolonged. Cost less for war matter. Now we'll wait to get something else on it. Propulsion. Sound delay. Magnified. If I do reduced costs, 45 to 32. Oh, alright. I like it. Yes.
Slav's letters. Move swiftly.
Alright, let's beat some ass.
Feel my wrath! Buttocks!
We gotta put that on a bigger pack. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman. I need to see that in a bigger group. Not bad. Might not be an in-game skill, but it can definitely be a leveling skill. For default charge, as fun as this is with high values, I don't think it's worth that low values. Four minutes. It'd have to be heavy swing. Which I think is worth carting. Number one. Lucky wall surrounded. Giving me that sweet test I need. Two. Explosion. More damage for hits from Inspire. Bell? Huh. This is the main bell chest. Bell chest contains level 6 gem, plus guaranteed rare. No one in the world, in the world, all in
Statues are older than anything I've ever seen.
all in the world, all in the world, baby. One in the world, one in the world, one hold me back, can't go on. All in the world, all in the world, all in the world.
No chance!
No, Jingak, I prove myself. Gonna. One more.
What is this?
Alas, it's getting fucking hot in here again. And I can't fucking think straight. So. Garbage.
So, you've released Val Battle. Take care.
So, yeah. Gotta break more faces to get one damage. Get one damage. Gotta continue forward. Gotta break the command tents. Gotta break Crimson King or F59 out of 80. The fucking guy for the goddamn AC's not here yet. Ah! Fuck. Okay. I need to be on standby for when they get here. I'm about to cut short for now. Not what I want. Literally, I want to have act-along sessions so I can see a better progression of power for the fucking weapon, but I just don't get the chance to sit down that fucking long. This is too goddamn fucking hot by the time it's goddamn fucking day. I can't believe it. Whatever. Whatever. It's fucking annoying. By a significant degree. Hello, Draconia. Let's see here. You chose martial artist, and you have... Yeah, this is pretty much a simple monk tree. Without elemental, we've got attacks, early sessions, echoing, frost, crit amp focus, resonance to generate the charges, to upkeep spells, blah 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 blah. Mantra on chakra for elemental lightning. And then, looking at our emeralds, we have a time loss guarantee of anything in recent era. Extra thrown threshold of not stunned recent. She's on the phone. She's not talking to me. If not stunned recently, 1 to 2 on quarter stage would probably be better if it was 2, but it's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. Additional damage to heralds within, granting 2 increased damage. Upgrade radius to large to cover the majority of the combo wheel and daze wheel, as well as the entirety of the crit amp wheel. A couple of extra positions on the coverage of the whatchamacallit, the dexterity evasion wheel, but we're not going that path, I see. And then an emerald. In case we can tell, if you've dealt in melee in the past 8, attack, shock, mark skills get increased use speed. Yeah, these are pretty good. This is pretty good. I'd probably want something closer to crit, but beggars can't really be choosers here. As long as it works, it works. And then we have ourselves a Rune Forge Nazir's Judgment. Yes. This is probably one of the better choices you could have. Me personally, I would have double socketed with physical and would ignore the immobilization buildup. But it all goes to the same place at the end, because Nazir's Judgment is a complete full weapon that will carry you through the entire campaign. Additional damage versus heavy stunned enemies means that you're dazing people on hit, and you're constantly putting them in the state of chill, shock, freeze, and then stun, which combined with everything else that utilizes and consumes daze or does anything with any form of immobilization, You can give up the 18% to get the extra potential damage, or instead increase the immobilization effect to then activate the 44% melee, which then combined with the additional damage, and then upgrading it to a Rune Forge, takes it from just, this carries you through, all the way through until the end of Act 3 and the beginning of Act 4, to this being something you can use for the majority of most of the mapping phase. I don't know if it can go from Rune Forge to Rune Mastered. If it can go from Rune Forge to Rune Mastered, like, I think I have on standby. In my projects. You can take it from Rune Forge to Rune Mastered. I can use this Tyranny's Grip because I did it to Tyranny's Grip. Tyranny's Grip is a strength stacking Iron Spear. Splash damage, knock enemies back on hit. Can't use projectile, but you're going to be strength stacking with it, so it wouldn't matter. Tyranny's Grip paired with Yarn Reaper means strength can satisfy the attribute capacity of other melee weapons and other melee skills, which means a strength stacker could utilize this until they have enough dexterity to fulfill the purposes of their items. This is what you would use on agnostic Blood Mage, and what you'd use on slight agnostic strength stacking warrior. Then you just put on a spear, and after putting on a spear that is strong, like say any of the downgrades I've been using on the other build, probably one more like this because this is on a jagged, you would just trade up from there. But because of Rune Mastering, you Rune Forge this, and now by strength stacking, by going to 54 dexterity equal to your strength, you would just have 54 strength, and you would satisfy the use of carrying this and get even better damage, since this can go up to 200. You'd have to pre-roll it, or you'd have to be willing to roll it afterwards. But this can go all the way up to Rune Mastered, I believe. Yes. It goes all the way up to Rune Mastered, but you can clearly see this is the version I have here. And for the sake of independence, I'm going to roll the last 3 divines I have to try to get this to 200. As I left it here because it was a perfect 30, but I think I'm going to just maximize for the sake of argument. 72, and it's still a perfect 30. I don't want to risk it again. Okay, that's as far as that goes. So yeah, the same way that Tyranny's Grip is a powerful leveling unique and can be used throughout the entirety of the endgame to enable a bleed poison feedback chain, so that a strength stacking titan can take advantage of the bleed and just rip everything apart without having to use mace skills. And Zir's Judgment is the exact same on the other side of the equation. It competes against Scytha, because then you'd be aggravating fire, and you'd be stacking fire effects. But in terms of Quarterstaff, between the Sentry, to give you actual access to fire, and Bloodthorn, you would be using the Zir's Judgment as a carry stool until you can create a block. You could create a block Quarterstaff. Barrier. You'd be making it on a barrier Quarterstaff base for the 15 block chance. Of course, I'm describing what would be considered the hardcore variant for survivability, because it's not the best base for maximizing your DPS. But we're talking about, like, this is a 10% crit chance. 10% crit chance plus the attack speed you're already going to be gaining, and you can have barrier Quarterstaves that look like this. Or this. Or these. So, If it had been made on a barrier, it'd probably be the most perfect quarterstaff unique ever in the game, but it doesn't, so it's not. I don't think there's anywhere inside the tree where you can get block on that side anymore. No. It used to be that there was a block node that would give you extra block in this area around these skills, but it doesn't exist anymore. So you'd be using the barrier quarterstaff just to try to get extra block percentage. For the sake of, like, every now and again, I don't get hurt from, like, a bullshit attack that hurts me. Of course, you got the daze on this side, you got the freeze build up on this side, you got the stun build up and knockback on this side. Going up here gives you all that, plus extra. You go down the other side. Ow! My ass hurts. You go down the other side. You're pretty much making up the difference with daze as a side effect. What? Not being called out of the room. Where was I? Oh, yes. Okay. So, going down that line tree, block will give you enough survivability so that every now and again, with chip type damage, things like sustained lightning pulses hitting you in a general direction, that would give you enough survivability that in between those bursts, you would be able to roll out of the range and distance of recovery, and then freeze the target, daze the target, stun the target, and begin wailing on the target, so it doesn't have any reaction speed. Martial artist, probably whirling assault is just the best, especially when you're talking about bell usage. Generate the marks, generate the drop the bell, sustain the channel of the hollow palm technique that uses the clones, get 3 clones, however many X clones, the base clone should be 3, to just cycle on the bells that are both being activated and are being awakened in the range around you. The target's been inflicted with more than likely freezing mark, if not voltaic mark. You could go either way, honestly. As long as you have enough build-up for freeze that you can freeze the target, and you have enough ice damage that you can freeze the target, Ice Strike will freeze them. You will electrocute them. Once they're frozen and shocked, most of your power from daze will be coming in from those chakras, as well as combo. You went the cold route, so you should have enough damage without build up rather, from freezing mark inside of your Cholula hand to deliver the magnitude to ensure that you get it off, that you could probably justify the extra cold damage and extra lightning should you get more stat points. Down that tree, I don't know. I do know that there is a hidden stat point between the first teachings of the Keeper and the first principle of the Hollow. There's a stat point in the middle here that reduces the effect time that curses have on you. So in situations where you've been slowed by temporal chains, or your damage is being reduced by enfeeble, that's going to create the opportunity for you to not die, and also still do your damage. So your mileage varies no matter what you do, honestly. I got Original Sin, so when I choose to roll my monk, I will be going down that tree. And because I have access to Original Sin, that means all of my elemental is going to get scaled in chaos. So I will be able to do something entirely different. And I will be utilizing both sides of this tree. I'll be able to go all the way down here, and I'll be able to fuck around with Harness the Elements. So this will be 60 increased damage for each type of elemental ailment that I'm inflicting on the enemy, which with Unraveling is just going to be all of them. Then I'll be able to Echoing Flames, which is an additional 90% increased elemental that is going to flip to Chaos, which allows me to go this route and this route, possibly even pick up the Energy Shield and Insight from this shit. And allow me to go over here and do things like Withering, and then extra damage is Chaos, and then more Chaos. Yeah, go over here and do Chaos. Get over here to Regenerification, get more Chaos. Event Horizon, even more Chaos. Distant Dreamer, granting even more Chaos and Chaos Resistance. It's probably leveling you'll be going this way if you don't take the entire fucking node. There's no reason not to take this 10% increased Chaos damage unless you're just saving it. But Distant Dreamer for logic reasons. Earth's Teachings the Keeper alongside First Principle of the Hollow to get the secret here. Outside Lines of Precise Volatility, which is going to give you this. You'll want increased volatility explosion delay. So you'll want, reduced. Actually reduced. You want it to explode faster. You'll want it to explode faster on him. To go here, things like this. You do the same thing with Quarterstaff. You do the same thing with Combo. More than likely you do the same thing with Nature's Bite. You could probably drop this if you don't need to have the extra inflict ailment chance. You still do these. You still do these. And then you're just going to go straight crit. Just straight crit. And maybe you can get material solidification. Assuming that you put on enough to break armor. If chaos damage can break armor. And then, should I find another copy of Coming Calamity? Because I found a copy of Coming Calamity. You put on all the base heralds, and those heralds are going to convert your damage, explode your damage, and then you're just happy, I guess. Might even be able to make exceptional use of Decisive Retreat if you really wanted to. Rapid Trek as well. Rapid Trek as well. Something to do with blind effect. Unless you put blind chance on your quarterstaff. If you put blind staff inside your quarterstaff, you probably won't have to pick up those notes. But I would definitely still say, if you were to go that route, you would still take disorientation. You take disorientation, and then on the upper side of the tree, on the nodes around Hollow Palm technique, you would still take distracted target and frantic swings. Maybe. Depends on how much you disrespect your enemy. If you disrespect your enemy a lot, you can go just distracted target. If you respect your enemy a lot, you can take frantic swings and reduce their crit chance. Because both of these sides have a level of viability. Because they gave him access to a way to reduce the crit chance of the enemy, but not crit damage of the enemy. That's kind of an armor thing. But you still have this node, this node, this node, technically this node, just to get some extra power. That and this, and technically that too. And then depending on how much you use Empower, Hail, which is more than likely going to be your bell. There's lots of wacky shit that monks can do with their itemization. Let's see here. Low key, I don't have Mark on right now. We have Charge Safe, we have Ice Strike, we have Destruction Mark, we have, what is that? Wind Blast? We have Whirling Assault, we have Bell, we have Ghost Shroud, we have Herald of Ice, and we have Combat Frenzy. I guess that works. If I'd put on that mark skill for the hand. That's just me though. Vaulting Impact. Oh yeah, that's right. That skill doesn't get used enough. Lots of people would love to make sure that that thing does its thing, but I swear to fucking God, the problem that Broken Stance had, if it still exists, I imagine they've probably made this better. The problem that Broken Stance had is that it promises additional damage, but the Broken Stance wouldn't last long enough. But now I guess it lasts until Daze is removed, and also it stays until the enemy has been affected by 10 hits in a 60-second duration. Ow. Because before, it was literally 4 seconds. It was a 4-second duration. Which meant nobody used Vaulting Impact. Because it was used as an initiation skill. You Wind Strike, you have the Wind Strike Palm Effect skills going off at the same time. You use it to empower the damage that Whirling Assault would do. And that was the only purpose to have Vaulting Strike in the build. As a form of, like, dashing to target. Or jumping across territories. So means it just made the wind skills better for the marshallers, which is good. It's fine. Regardless, I still have to disconnect. So that's what I'm going to do, because I have to wait until the guy gets here to fix the goddamn AC! Okay. I am going to take a break and then hope that I can continue on camera. If I don't get to continue on camera, the character's going to pop up somewhere in Act 3 or Act 4 inside the campaign, and you're going to see me fucking around trying to create items for it. Oh, here I go. Off to the great beyond!